Right, let's see if we're back. I lost connection there for a minute, and thankfully we hadn't done any randoms or anything yet, so let me make sure we're coming through live again. Sorry for that little snafu as well. All right, so I know I'm back on YouTube. Let me double check Facebook real quick. All right, looks like we're there. Well, this is difficult, so I'm not sure how to handle this since the internet keeps cutting in and out on me, which is interrupting the stream, and that's not the experience I really want for any of us here. So we'll hang out for a minute, see if it stabilizes, see if I can get a couple of minutes running on the broadcast without getting cut off. And if so, then I'll do the random. What I don't want to do is randomize the list for the broadcast to get disconnected before we've read through. And it looks like I'm back on again. Yeah, this is definitely brutal. And I can't I definitely can't stream a break like this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get halfway through it or a fourth of the way through it and not have read the big names yet, and it's gonna cut off. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say it's never happened, Cubs fan one, but it's definitely been oh probably a couple of years since it's happened, and only happened a couple of times. But unfortunately, I can only run on the internet I've got, which is the best internet I'm offered. Um, Matt, your mom was right. So, anyways, I'll blab about the 55 set here for a minute, see if we can get a stream going for a few minutes straight without interruptions. And if we do, I'll consider running the break. But if not, I may just have to postpone and figure out what's going on with my internet and reschedule this for tomorrow. So sorry for the negative experience here, being 13 minutes in and us not having broken this set yet. But what I do really love the 55 set. Smallest set tops, or I guess not the smallest set if you count some of the oddball stuff, but the smallest like regular MLB set that Tops has made at the time. Um, we went from 250 cards in 1954 down to 206, and they'd even planned for 210, but lots of players had ended up signing exclusive deals with Bowman, which really ticked Tops off so much that they ultimately bought Bowman and buried it as a label until they brought it back in 1989 as a separate product offering. So, really fun set in that it's compact. It's not a terribly difficult set to build. The high numbers, you know, are I won't say they're easy, but they're not nearly as challenging as some other years, especially when you get to where Tops is having 5+ series. And so, really enjoy the 55 set. Of course, headliners of Koufax, Clemente, Killebrew rookies never hurts. The thing that does hurt is missing Mr. Mickey Mantle. but does seem like it's fine on my end. Yeah, I mean, I could BCD, but honestly, the quality I'm afraid is not going to be as great even on 5G. Um, so I am hesitant to run it just straight off my phone. Um, but yeah, so it is anybody having any issues now with the stream? It looks like it's rolling fine. Um, it looks like I have been here for, a few minutes. Of course, if you're having terrible issues, you wouldn't be able to say anything, which is an additional problem. So we got a couple people who are good. We're at 4.5 minutes of uninterrupted as far as I can tell, which is good. So my big thing is I don't want to stream without live viewers. So screen's blurry. Interesting. Anybody else having blurry screen? Because I mean, I can definitely make this bigger. Okay. Here, I'm gonna scooch this a little, just so I can scooch this a little. So we make the names a little better. Okay. Well, as long as we've got some live viewers, I'm okay running the random. All right. So we're gonna do it. So if I am recording, so if BCD's here, so we'll roll on. Um, I am recording and I won't stop the recording. I'll just keep rolling and I'll upload the full thing when we're done. So I don't, I got a feeling maybe it's done acting goofy. Um, so if somebody would give me a number between 5 and 10, the third number in the chat is the one I'm going to take. So number between 5 and 10, that's how many times we will random. Okay, and again, that third number is the one we'll take. 666. Well, hopefully that's not a sign. So we will random this one 6 times. 6 times. Oh, it's not that creepy. I mean, because I said 5 first, you were all kind of anchored on the bottom anyways. All right, so if you don't know, we use random.org for all our randomization purposes. List some more, list randomizer. But yeah, so anchoring's pretty interesting if you've never looked into some research around anchoring and the way it affects the decisions we make. Uh, it's why at the card show you got a guy selling a card, but he doesn't give the first price. Like, no, you want him to give the first price, because then it kind of sets the stage, right? And you can go from there. Um, so again, we'll random 6 times. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the one that sticks. So we got Greg on top and Daniel on bottom. Yeah, whoever's been running cold, It's a good night to break a cold streak for sure. All right, here we go. Dusty Rhodes goes to Greg. See if we get Dusty to focus here. Yeah, several of you guys are due, and several of you are due for some bad luck, to be honest with you. Can I shrink the Excel sheet? Yeah, great call. Matt Pottle, Ted Williams. Splendid Splinter himself. Really nice looking PSA 3 example. There's our focus. So nice hit there for you, Matt. Card number 2. Of course, Ted had signed an exclusive with Topps, which is why his Bowman card had to be pulled from production. Um, so that's why the 54, the previous year 54 Bowman was short printed, and then you don't have a 55 Bowman, Ted. No bad juju, that's fair. Um, and I will scroll through this one kind of slow, just so we can see names as we go. Al Kaline, number 4, goes to Eric Sutherland. Now, overall, this sets VGEX to EX. The Koufax and the Clemente are a little above average, which is nice. That Williams was a PSA 3, the Jackies a PSA 2, so those are a little below average. But this K line's a really good example of the overall condition of the set. Nice, clean, crease-free cards with nice presentation. So solid, in my opinion, mid-grade set when we're talking about the 50s, with some high-grade examples. All right, now the next one we're going to show is a little ways away, so I am just going to widen this a little so we can scroll a little. I want to give you all a chance to see these as we go, even though I'm not going to read all 206 names. So there's our next hit, Hal Newhouser. Goes to David Harris. Johnny Padres is up next. Of course, had just won World Series MVP, or did win the World Series MVP in 55, excuse me. Goes to Mark Peterson. And Ernie Banks is the next one we'll look at. Ernie, again, is in that VG range that's a little below average for the set, but Ernie goes to John Dobay. Mr. Cub. Warren Spahn. Spahn here's PSA 5. He's card number 31. Here, I'm going to squinch this a little again. So Spahn goes to Michael Sardone. So nice PSA 5 Spahn. Now we'll look at Hammer and Hank Aaron next. He's a PSA 4, but I will roll through these. Aaron goes to Greg Ritzer. Greg keeps it hot. Nice PSA 4 Aaron. Greg is killing it. PSA 2 on the Jackie. Card number 50. Steven Strauss. Iconic Jackie card. Of course, Jackie cards have just gone nuts in price lately as they just keep getting tucked away into collections. And there aren't a ton of options since he only has cards produced by Topps from 1952 to 1956. And then, of course, he's got 49, 50 Bowman, as well as a couple of other issues if you're interested in, say, a 47 Bond Bread or even some more obscure things along the way, like the old blue tint card. Sandy Amoros is card number 75, so we got a little scrolling to do here. This Sandy goes to Timothy Henry. What are the odds? Two Sandys on one Dodgers team, huh? All right. Monty Irvin, card number 100. Monty goes to Fred Mastretta. Great outfielder for the New York Giants. All right. And all the way up to Ted Kluszewski at card number 120. Ted K goes to Mark Peterson. Mr. Sandy Koufax. PSA 5. Let's see if we can get a good focus here. There we go. $123. It's to Kevin Young. Nice hit, Kevin, on the Sandy rookie. There you have it. Nice hit. Nice Hall of Famer to add to your collection. Speaking of Hall of Famers to add to your collection, we've got a SGC3 Killebrew here. 124. Goes to Al Godwin. For your Washington Nationals. It's a nice card there for you, Al. Ken Boyer. Next card up. Nice little 1, 2, 3, or 3, 23, 24, 25, if you will. And Boyer, it goes to Barry Waldison. Harry Guinness. 152. So we got a little bit of rolling through here. Goes to Matthew Higgins. Nice hit, Matthew. All right. Next up is Ed Matthews. Matthews actually is a card that I've upgraded out of this set, but the upgrade has not arrived yet. We've got a 5 coming in of Matthews. This one was too rough for average and needed to be replaced. Hey, you bet. Thanks, Greg. I know I'm getting late now for you East Coasters. Or if you're just old like me and like to wind down around this time. So Matthews here. So this isn't the Matthews you'll get. The Matthews you'll get is Beckett 5. Goes to Matthew Piscatella. Same for 2 more cards coming up after Clemente, that is. Let's see who hits the big dog. In terms of value, at least. Clemente reigns supreme. As far as favorite card in the set from people's responses to the free spot giveaway, it's all over the board. Lots of people love Clemente. Lots of people love Koufax. Decent amount of people give respect to Killebrew. Lots of Aaron and Mays lovers, as well as of course Jackie. All right, here we go. Sean Rainey takes home Roberto Clemente. Huge hit, Sean. It's the biggest hit we've had in a break in a while. PSA 6 is just, kind of that place where things start to get crazy. So really nice hit, Sean. I don't think I showed the back. But good stuff. One of my favorite cards, one of my favorite players, and human beings. He just lives the right way. Hank Bauer goes to Dustin Norton. Hank's another one that's being upgraded. You can see this one's actually pretty rough. But nice mid-grade one on the way to replace this. So there you go, Dustin. And same for Gil Hodges here. Hodges is 187, so we'll roll a little bit. And the Hodges we're replacing with is a 4.5. So again, you can see this is where our numbering shifts. So where we've got the missing card, that 176th card in the break, or 175th card in the break, is card number 176. What number did I say is 87? All right, goes to Daniel Brickner. There is Mr. Hodges. Big part of the Dodgers' success. Of course, Dodgers did win the World Series in 1955 over Cleveland, if I recall. It's easier to remember the winners than the losers, but it took a lot of winning to get there. Phil Rizzuto goes to Gregory Smith. Of course, still got Mays coming up, and then we'll wrap up the cards we show with Snyder as we scroll through the rest of the set here. So Mays is 194. Goes to Andrew Rem. Willie Howard Mays Jr. PSA 4. Nice card. Duke Snyder, 210. Last card in the break. So we'll roll through these. Oh, wait. I should have Yogi. Looks like I didn't pull Yogi. Well, that's weird. It's like, wait a minute. We're missing somebody here. Well, I didn't pull Yogi, and I don't have the set next to me. But Yogi goes to Bill Floyd. Not a nobody hit, for sure. Jackie Jensen. There's our free spot. Cards Herb. So, hey, you got an MVP winner. Just probably not the one anybody would pick if they gave you the choice, but he's not a nobody. There you go, Dan. Duke Snyder. For your Brooklyn Dodgers. All right, folks. That will do it. I can't thank you enough for your patience tonight with those technical difficulties at the beginning of the break. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for buying in. We'll get these sorted and shipped out over the next few days, and then look for 1966 tops to come up next. Here, let me show a quick screen of upcoming breaks. If you're curious, I am trying to keep this updated at least on a monthly basis, with the exception of I'm missing a couple. So what are you going to do? Oh, and these dates are off, so these should all be shifted down. And then the one I'm actually missing is the 27th. But 66 is coming up on the 13th. Then the multi-sport mega mixer is going to be the 20th. Then the 27th is TBD. And the date on this one, I think I'm going to shift because I saw that the Bucks are playing like on a Thursday night, so we might try to coincide the this break with the first, for 2000 Bowman, with the first game of the season, same night as the Bucks play. So, anyways, there we go. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate you buying in. This is Burl.